Many of you have become aware that the lives you are experiencing are not God's will for you. May 22, 2013. I am Saul, a being of light, as is everyone who incarnates on earth. All consciousness, all sentience is light. Light is another word or symbol for love, the energy of the source, God, the Father, the Supreme Intelligence, the essence of all that exists. It is one. Separation is a dream, an imaginary state of fear in which you have become embroiled, by your own choice, and from which you are in the process of disentangling yourselves. I offer you loving guidance to assist you in that task, as do many others in the spiritual realms. Be assured that to fail in the task is not possible, is not an option. You will awaken. Many of you have become aware that the lives you are experiencing, in which pain, suffering, betrayal, and conflict are almost constant, are not God's will for you. And if that state is not God's will for you, then it must be due to choices that you have made, choices that you can change. And you have made the choice for change, to awaken from that dream, therefore, you will. However, many others are still holding on grimly to the illusion, believing that it is real, that there is nothing apart from it, in fear of being annihilated, ceasing to exist. Over the eons, families have often taken steps to protect their bloodlines, especially those who considered themselves royal, divinely privileged, of higher station, or just better than the so-called common man. That concept, of protecting your station in life, is intensely divisive, driving wedges of envy or fear between you and leading to choices to reject and destroy those whom you believe to be alien, unnatural, not of your stock, and thus providing you with the constant supply of enemies. The insanity of this viewpoint can no longer be ignored, let alone maintained. The light bearers and way showers are embracing the divine field of love, in which all exist, and weaving inextricably into it the energy fields of each and every human that imagines itself as separate. Your imaginations are powerful. They are under your control, and they enable you to build dreams in which to experience life in many different environments, physical, intellectual, emotional, dreams of restriction and limitation, or of freedom and joy. What the light bearers and way showers are doing is demonstrating love as a life path, the way it truly is, and showing those who choose to be open to it to see the happiness it brings. Without love there can be no happiness, no joy. Only fear, and all the miserable consequences that follow from it. However, it is impossible to be without love. You can only pretend to be without it, because it is your very essence. Demonstrations of love in action have been ongoing throughout the eons of human existence, as holy ones walked the earth, but the intent to be separate, individual was so intense and dark that their example was frequently ignored. However, your natural state is one of love, of light, and it was quite impossible that you would forever refuse to accept and acknowledge that. The example of those holy ones was remembered and recorded, and over time the seeds of love that they had planted began to grow and flourish. There have been backlashes against love as those with dark intentions attempted to smother it, extinguish it, but, as you know, the flame of love within each and every human is utterly inextinguishable. It can only be temporarily ignored or unacknowledged. You have chosen to end those dark times and awaken into the light of God's love. In fact, you made the choice eons ago at the moment that the separation apparently occurred, and now that choice is being put into effect. There has never before in human history been such an enormous demonstration of love in action on earth, and the imaginary power of those who would deny that or insist that love is weak is dissolving, because you have decided that love is the way forward as your energy fields mingle with the divine energy field, and you feel its effects and choose to embrace it. The tide has turned, the decision for separation, for fear has been revoked, and consequently, love is flowing freely across the planet for all to acknowledge and embrace. The dark, which is but an absence of light, is fading daily as more humans uncover the flame of love within themselves and align with it. As you have been informed so often, there is only love. Nothing else exists. Anything other than love is illusion, an illusion with which you have chosen to engage while you are experiencing it, and as ever more of you choose to disengage from it, it is disintegrating. Love is the way, the truth, and the light. Nothing can resist it because there is nothing that resists. Love is all. With so very much love, Saul. Channeled by John Smallman. johnsmallman.wordpress.com